Chosen one. As you stand at the precipice of something new, let this moment be one of divine clarity. This is a divine interruption. It's not just another day, not just another moment in time. This is the moment when everything shifts. It's not a future event. It is a current reality unfolding before you, one that you are being invited to step into with confidence and faith. God is not in the process of planning to fund you, to open doors for you, or to bring you what you need. He is already doing it. The resources you've prayed for, the opportunities you've been waiting on, and the timing you've been hoping for are already in motion, aligning to serve your highest good. The truth that must settle into your spirit now is this: God is not planning to fund you. He is already at work moving resources and aligning timing in your favor. Everything you need, whether it's financial, relational, spiritual, or emotional, is already being moved into place. You may not see it all clearly yet, but that does not mean the work isn't happening. This is the invisible work of God, orchestrating the perfect flow of abundance that is about to be released into your life. The concept of divine funding extends far beyond monetary provision. It encompasses all the resources necessary to fulfill your purpose. Funding is an alignment of resources, of people, of opportunities, and of time. And God is not waiting for some future date to open the floodgates. He is already setting things into motion right now for you to step into the abundance He has prepared. You are on the threshold of a shift, a change that you can already feel in your spirit. It is an invisible pull that is drawing you toward a new reality, one where you no longer have to chase what is meant for you because God is bringing it to you. The divine funding is already being made available to you. It is not contingent on your own actions alone, but on your alignment with God's will and timing. Opportunities that were once just out of reach are now manifesting in your life effortlessly and unexpectedly. This supernatural support is not about relying on your own abilities or efforts. It is about recognizing that you are part of something much greater, God's divine plan. His favor on your life isn't based on your performance. It is based on His love and His purpose for you. Your success is not determined by how much you can hustle, but by how much you can align with His will and trust His timing. In this moment of divine funding, you are not alone. The angels, ancestors, and divine resources that are available to you are actively supporting you. They are moving things behind the scenes, making adjustments and opening opportunities that align with your higher calling. Your efforts are now being multiplied by divine action. What you once had to fight for, you now receive with grace and ease. This shift is not just a moment of material provision, but a shift in your entire reality. When God funds you, He is setting you up for more than just survival. He is setting you up for thriving. The spiritual upgrade that accompanies this divine funding gives you the tools and wisdom to handle the abundance and success that are now flowing your way. This is a turnaround, a restoration, and a redefinition of your life. This divine funding is the beginning of a new era in your journey. It is a time where you no longer have to fight to get ahead. It is a time when the universe comes to your aid, aligning with your divine purpose and giving you everything you need to fulfill it. Trust in the process. This is just the beginning. The abundance, the favor, the breakthroughs, and the opportunities will continue to flow, but they will flow effortlessly because you are now walking in alignment with your true purpose. God's divine funding is not a one-time blessing. It is a continuous flow of grace that propels you forward. Where there was once lack, there is now abundance. Where there was once struggle, there is now ease. This is the divine shift you've been waiting for, and it is already unfolding in your life. Chosen one. The divine funding you are receiving is a total upgrade. It is not just about financial gain, it encompasses mental clarity, emotional peace, spiritual wisdom, and accelerated growth. The shift from hustle to alignment is a divine act of grace, and as you step into this moment, you are fully supported by the universe. The supernatural support you've been waiting for is now coming into your life, and with it comes abundant provision, new opportunities, and divine acceleration. Trust the process, step into your divine purpose, and watch as the world shifts in alignment with your newfound flow. You are being divinely funded for the journey ahead, and the best is yet to come. Chosen one. The blessings you are about to experience are not just for you, they are meant to overflow and impact those around you. God's divine provision is not simply about improving your life. It is designed to change the lives of everyone tied to your purpose. This includes your family, your community, and those who will be touched by the ripple effect of your faithfulness. Your obedience and alignment with God's will open the door not only for your own blessings, but for the transformation of those around you. You are being positioned to lead, uplift, and empower others as you step into the fullness of your calling. Understand that your purpose is greater than just you. The funding and support God is releasing into your life are not only for healing your past pain, but also for propelling you into the purpose He's destined for you. You were chosen for something significant, something that reaches far beyond your immediate experience. Your journey was never solely about what you could endure. It was about being refined, being prepared to handle the responsibilities of a higher calling. Now is the time for that purpose to unfold in its full glory. The challenges you've faced, the delays and the struggles you've experienced weren't punishment, they were part of your preparation. Every moment of waiting, every hardship was God's way of refining you, shaping you and equipping you for what was ahead. Now that the moment has arrived, you will see that every struggle has made you stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. This is the time when everything shifts and you step fully into what you were always destined to become. Your purpose has always been part of a larger plan, and as you rise, so will those connected to you. Chosen one. You've crossed the line that once separated you from your divine blessings. This is no longer a season of waiting. The blessings that you've prayed for, hoped for, and worked toward are already moving towards you. The doors that have been closed for so long are now opening wide, and you are stepping through them into the divine purpose that was always meant for you. You no longer stand on the threshold you are entering. The waiting has come to an end, and now the time for action and fulfillment has arrived. You are now walking in a new identity. No longer are you operating out of survival mode, a mode marked by struggle, scarcity, and uncertainty. The shift you've been waiting for is real, and it's time to embrace it fully. You are stepping into abundance, purpose, and divine backing. The old mindset that kept you focused on lack and limitation has been replaced with the knowing that everything you need is already provided. God is with you, ahead of you, and within you. His plans for you are already in motion, and they are unstoppable. This new identity is not about what you do, but who you are in Him. You are no longer striving to earn or prove your worth. You are walking in the authority and provision that have already been secured for you. Confidence in God's provision is the foundation of your new reality. No longer do you need to chase after what has already been promised. The future you've been waiting for, the plans God has for you, are already secured. They are unfolding right before your eyes. This moment of divine alignment is not about chasing blessings, but receiving them with open hands, knowing that everything you need is already available to you. There is a shift in awareness that comes with this new identity. Divine funding brings with it not only provision, but also clarity, peace, and purpose. You are no longer striving for external validation. You no longer need to prove yourself or fight for your place in the world. Your divine authority has already been given to you by God. This means you can walk through life with a quiet confidence, knowing that God is the source of everything you need. whether it's wisdom, provision, strength, or guidance. You don't have to go out and fight for these things. They are already part of your inheritance. You are no longer dependent on the opinions of others or the world's systems to tell you who you are or what you're worth. You are secure in your identity as God's chosen, and that security opens up a world of possibilities. As you walk in this confidence, the world around you starts to align with the reality you carry. You no longer need to strive for success or happiness, because in Christ you already have everything you need. Now you get to live out the divine purpose for which you were created, stepping into the fullness of your calling with peace and grace. In this new season, you are operating not out of a place of lack or fear, but from a foundation of abundance and trust. God has not only provided for you in the past, but His provision continues to flow unhindered in your life. The shift that has occurred in your spirit and in your life has already changed the trajectory of your future. The blessings you once waited for are no longer on hold, they are moving toward you. The key to living in this divine flow is trusting God and knowing that the provision, the doors, and the opportunities are all aligned with His will. Trust in the timing of the moment and allow God to lead you forward. There is no more delay. The moment you've been waiting for is here. The divine funding that has been promised to you is not just about physical resources or material blessings. It's about the wholeness and empowerment to walk in your full purpose. Now more than ever, it's time to embrace the shift with faith, knowing that God has secured your future. The universe is now working in your favor, moving everything into place to ensure your success, your growth, and your peace. You are no longer just waiting for the breakthrough, you are living it. Your future is already here, and you are stepping into it with the power and authority of the Most High. Keep moving forward, keep trusting the process, and keep receiving the abundance that is already yours. Chosen one, embrace the divine flow, knowing that you are already funded in every way, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Walk with confidence and clarity, for your path has already been laid out. The provision has already been made. Keep rising, keep walking, and keep shining in the fullness of your identity. Your future is secure, and it is already being made manifest. The work has already been done. You need only to step into it to claim it and to receive what has already been set aside for you. This moment is now, and the only thing left is for you to walk into the abundant provision that is waiting for you. What seemed lost, delayed, or denied in your life is now being restored and rewritten in your favor. This is not a distant promise for some day in the future. It is happening right now in real time as you read this. The areas where you have faced setbacks, disappointments, and heartaches are being rewritten not as a continuation of failure, but as a story of restoration. God has seen every moment of hardship, every season where you felt held back, and He is using those very moments as stepping stones for what is to come. You may have felt that your efforts were in vain, that the opportunities that passed you by were gone forever, or that what you've prayed for would never come to fruition. But here is the truth: nothing is lost in God's kingdom. What you have thought was delayed is actually being perfected. What you've perceived as denied is actually being prepared. God's plans for you have never been on hold. They have been moving forward in the unseen, in ways that you might not have understood at the time. And now the return on your faith and perseverance is coming. Restoration means that things you thought were lost or impossible are now coming back to you in a way that is even better than before. What was broken will be healed. What was delayed will be brought to you at the perfect time, and what was denied will be granted in abundance. You will not just get back what you lost, you will receive even more than you imagined. Your story is being rewritten, and it is being rewritten in your favor. The narrative of your life is shifting from one of scarcity to one of abundance, from one of lack to one of provision. You are entering a season of divine restoration, where the things you have longed for are not just being restored, they are being multiplied. This moment is not just a random opportunity, it is the culmination of divine purpose. You are being asked to believe again, to stay present, and to declare with boldness what your soul already knows. This is your funding moment. Everything that has happened in your life has been leading up to this moment, this divine intersection, where the culmination of your efforts, prayers, and faith come to fruition. Belief is the key to stepping into this moment. You have to believe that what is promised will manifest. Your faith, even when tested, has sustained you until now, and it will carry you through the final leg of this journey. But believing is not a passive act, it is an active daily choice. It's about looking at the obstacles you've faced, the struggles you've endured, and still declaring, "I know that God has already provided for me." This is not about blind faith or waiting for something to happen without action. This is about engaging your faith actively, knowing that what you see with your natural eyes may not fully reflect the spiritual reality unfolding in the background. You are being invited to trust that God is already at work even when the outward circumstances haven't yet caught up. The more you stay present in this moment, the more the universe will reveal to you. You will begin to see the signs, the synchronicities, and the opportunities unfold. You are being asked to embrace your role in the process. This moment isn't just about waiting for things to happen. It's about engaging with what is being revealed. Step forward with boldness. Speak life over your circumstances. Act as though the things you've prayed for are already on their way. This is your moment to actively engage with the abundance that is already being made available to you. Chosen one, February 1st, is not just a day. It is a cosmic moment where the resources, the opportunities, and the divine timing of your life converge. God is not planning to fund you, He is already moving in your favor. What seemed lost, delayed, or denied is now being restored and rewritten in your favor. This moment is not a coincidence, it is your moment, a moment that will mark the turning point in your journey. Trust in this divine process. Step forward in faith and know that the universe is aligning with your highest good. This is your funding moment, and everything you've been waiting for is already coming to you. Chosen one. It's time to understand the shift that's been unfolding behind the scenes in your life. A shift that you may have sensed but never fully understood until now. The journey you've been on, the quiet battles, the unseen struggles, and the moments when you held on to faith and endurance, all of it has been leading to this moment of divine release. The truth is, while others may have tried to limit you, tried to place restrictions on your destiny, God was always working on a greater plan for you. He was planning overflow, not limitation. This divine shift has always been on the horizon, a shift that is now being revealed in your life in ways that will transform everything. While others may have been plotting limitations, for you thinking that they could confine you to a box, God was always 10 steps ahead. The plans of the enemy were never strong enough to hold you back, because God's plans for you have always been rooted in abundance and overflow. Where the enemy attempted to put barriers and stop signs in your path, God was already laying out a route for you to pass through those very obstacles. This is a profound truth. You were never meant to stay where others tried to put you. The limits they set were never the boundaries you were destined to live within. In fact, those limits were nothing more than illusions, temporary roadblocks designed to test your resolve. But through every trial, you kept moving forward. God's plan for you was never restricted by the small-mindedness of others. He has always been preparing a greater future, one of overflow, where your capacity to receive and give would exceed anything you could have imagined. This shift in your life isn't an accident. It was always written in the stars, always aligned in divine timing. Even when you couldn't see it, God was moving things in your favor, orchestrating situations, and preparing your heart for the breakthroughs that were ahead. The reason why the overflow is so significant is that it's not just about getting what you need. It's about being abundantly supplied, not just for yourself, but so that you can bless and pour into others, creating a legacy of generosity and impact that transcends your own life. The abundance you are stepping into is not just about personal gain. It's about being a vessel of blessing to others, filling the spaces that others could not reach. One of the most powerful aspects of this divine shift is that it is not arbitrary. The strength you've shown during times of silence, struggle, and waiting has not gone unnoticed. God has been taking note of every prayer, every moment of faithful endurance, and every instance where you chose to stand firm when the world around you seemed to crumble. What you may have perceived as delays or setbacks were in fact spiritual deposits into your account. Every time you chose faith over fear, every time you resisted the urge to give up, and every time you pushed through your struggles with trust in God's plan, you were building up your spiritual account. This is where the beauty of divine timing and preparation unfolds. Your spiritual account is full, and the time has come to release those funds. This is not just a mere reward for your hard work, but a divine payout for the faith you've sown. The strength you've exhibited during difficult times has created an overflow of spiritual capital that is now being released in your life. The very struggles that once felt like burdens are now becoming the foundation for your divine breakthrough. You have earned the right to receive what has been set aside for you. God has seen your efforts, your perseverance, and your trust, and now He is ready to pour out blessings upon you that will exceed your wildest expectations. But remember, this is not just a personal payout. This is a turnaround. The overflow that is coming into your life is not only meant to shift your circumstances, but to also turn around the generational cycles that have kept you and your family from experiencing true abundance. This moment marks the end of cycles of lack and the beginning of a new era of abundance that will carry forward into future generations. The work you've done is multiplying, and the blessings you receive will be like seeds that will bear fruit long after you've received them. Now comes the profound realization: you have been accumulating spiritual credit, and now it's time for the payout. This is not a vague concept. It is a real and tangible truth that God has been storing up blessings for you, preparing them to be released in perfect timing. The spiritual credit you have built over time through sacrifice, perseverance, and faith is what qualifies you for this divine release. This payout is not a random event, but the culmination of your journey. Everything you've sown in faith, everything you've persevered through is now coming to fruition. This funding isn't just about meeting your needs, it's about overflowing about God, providing beyond your expectations, so that you can walk in the abundance He has promised. The funding moment is a divine opportunity for you to step into a life where your spiritual and material needs are not just met, but exceeded. You are being entrusted with the resources to fulfill your divine purpose and to be a blessing to others. God's provision has always been available, but now you are being positioned to receive it in abundance. Abundance not just for you, but for the work you are called to do on the earth. This divine turnaround is more than just an answer to prayer. It is the release of generational blessings, the breaking of cycles that have kept you in a place of struggle. It's a declaration that the season of lack is over. You are entering a new season, one where provision, opportunity, and alignment come naturally and effortlessly because you have been prepared to receive it. Chosen one, you have weathered the storms, remained steadfast in faith, and now you are about to see the manifestation of God's promises in your life. This is your moment. The divine shift is happening right now, and you are stepping into the overflow that has been prepared for you. It is time to receive, to acknowledge the abundance that is pouring in, and to embrace the calling you've been prepared for. The spiritual credit you've accumulated is being released, and with it comes the power to change not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Now is the time to rise. You are stepping into your divine inheritance. You are about to experience the turnaround you've prayed for. Embrace it, walk boldly into it, and know that the universe is supporting you in every way. The funding moment is here, and your destiny is unfolding. Step forward and claim what is already yours. Chosen one. The concept of divine funding goes far beyond just financial resources. While money is certainly a part of it, God's funding encompasses much more. It is a holistic upgrade to your life, a transformation that impacts not just your material circumstances, but your mental state, your emotional well-being, and your spiritual alignment. Divine funding is about receiving what you need to fulfill your purpose, and this extends to every area of your life. When God provides for you, He does so in a way that touches every dimension of your being, body, mind, and spirit. God's divine funding isn't just about the physical provision of wealth or resources. It's about the deep clarity that allows you to understand your next steps, the peace that settles over your soul even in times of uncertainty, and the mental restoration that heals the weariness of striving and confusion. When God funds you, He doesn't just give you what you need on the outside, He restores what's inside as well. Mental clarity comes into your life, allowing you to make decisions with ease and confidence. Peace floods your heart, displacing the chaos and stress that once ruled your thoughts. Restoration comes to your spirit, healing wounds and lifting burdens you may not have even realized were there. This total upgrade is not just about the tangible. God is making you whole in ways you've longed for, but couldn't achieve on your own. As He provides for your material needs, He is also upgrading your mindset, healing your emotions, and aligning you with your divine purpose. No area of your life remains untouched by this divine funding. You are stepping into a new level of living where everything feels aligned, where your thoughts and actions flow together seamlessly, and where you experience a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. In the past, you may have felt like you had to hustle and grind to get ahead. Success felt like it required constant effort and struggle. But divine funding doesn't operate on the principles of hustle and grind. With God's funding, the game has changed. Alignment takes the place of hustle. You no longer have to burn yourself out trying to force things into place. The divine acceleration at play means that what used to take years of effort and struggle will now happen in weeks. The moment you align yourself with God's will and trust in His timing, things start to move at a pace you never thought possible. What you once chased after tirelessly now flows naturally toward you. Opportunities that once seemed distant are now at your doorstep, and doors that once appeared locked are swinging wide open. The hustle mentality, which causes exhaustion and burnout, is replaced by the peace of divine alignment, where things happen with ease and grace. You don't have to fight for your place anymore, chosen one. The world's systems might tell you that success comes through hard work, stress, and endless hours of struggle, but God's economy operates differently. It's not about endless hustle. It's about right alignment. When you are aligned with your divine purpose, the universe moves with you. Things fall into place and time becomes an ally, not an enemy. God's timing is perfect. What once felt like a slow crawl or a constant push now feels like you're moving in sync with divine flow. The hustle you once knew is no longer necessary. Alignment becomes your tool for success, and that alignment is graced by divine favor. Where there was once friction, there is now fluidity. Where there was once waiting, there is now acceleration. When God begins to fund you divinely, His supernatural support enters every area of your life, especially the areas where you once felt blocked or stuck. Divine favor shifts things that were impossible into places where possibilities begin to emerge. Doors that were closed are suddenly opening, not because of anything you did to force them, but because God's timing has arrived and the right doors are now swinging open to you. Where you once struggled to make things happen, where you encountered repeated resistance, God is now providing supernatural assistance that overrides earthly limitations. Finances that were once tied up are now being released. Relationships that seemed to stagnate are now finding new life and purpose.